Good afternoon, all. Welcome to the Facebook live phone-in program from All India Institute of Speech and Hearing, Mysore. I am Dr. Ruben Thomas Verghese, working as scientist and member secretary, Center for AAC and Sign Language at AISH Mysore. Every year, the month of October is celebrated as AAC Awareness Month across the globe. AISH is actively participating in the AAC Awareness Month through a series of events and programs. This year, the theme, according to International Society for Augmentative and Alternative Communication, ISAC, is Say What? That is, sharing your most memorable moments using AAC. AAC means augmentative and alternative communication, encompasses all those methods used to supplement or replace speech for those who are not able to communicate. This includes sign language, gestures, devices, communication boards, apps, etc. Today's topic of the FP Live is importance of sign language. And we have two resource persons for this program, Mr. Rajkumar and Mrs. Ruby. Mr. Rajkumar is working as special educator in the Department of Special Education since 12 years. Welcome you, sir. Ms. Ruby is working as sign language teacher in the Department of Clinical Services since 5 years. So today, both of them will answer all your queries regarding Indian Sign Language. Viewers can contact 0821 250 2530 for asking your questions and queries to our resource persons. So Rajkumar sir, so can you just tell us about what is sign language?
When you tell about sign language, it is just like the other languages. But sign language is visuo-gestural spatial language because we use the visual part and also the gestures and also to seeing. So lots of things are involved in this. If you talk about spoken language, it's just like listening and then talking. But in sign language, when it comes to sign language, we have to see, watch who is signing and how he is signing, where he is signing, all this. Okay, spatial part also it's counts.
Okay. Mrs. Ruby, can you also throw some light on sign language?
Yes, sir. I can teach finger spellings. So this is A in Indian Sign Language. A. In before teaching, I will tell you. In Indian Sign Language, we use only capital letters, and in American Sign Language, we use small letters like A. In American Sign Language, this is the A, and we use only one hand in American Sign Language. But in Indian Sign Language, we use both hand. So now I will teach finger spellings. This is the A. A. You can see the shape A. A. Now B. This is the B, or this also B. C. You can see C shape. D. E. This is the E, or this also E. F. G. H. I. J. K. L. M. 3 fingers you will put on your palm. M. N. For N you will put 2 fingers. N. O. P. Q. R. S. T. T you can show here also, and here also. So T, U, this is U, you can see U. V, W, X, Y you can see Y shape or Y, Z. We have vowels also, so we can show A, E, I, O, U. So 5 vowels also we have. So I you can show here also and here also I. Same for E also, you can show here also E and this one also E. U and U. So this is the finger spelling in Indian Sign Language.
Okay. Thank you, Ruby, for showing us a practical demonstration. So now, Rajkumar sir, is the sign language different across different parts of the country, or is it same?
See,
Can you throw some light on it?
sir, when you talk about sign language, it's like just like any other language. Like how we have a particular language, suppose it's Hindi or Kannada, in different parts of Karnataka, northern part and the southern part, when you talk about that, there are differences. Though the written form is same, when you speak, the regional variances are there. Even in sign language also, the regional variances are there, but they have done a study in 1980 by Dr. Madan Vasishtha, Ulrich Jisan and all. When they have done the study, about 80 to 90% of the signs used across India and even in Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, 80 to 90% of all the signs are almost similar. So a person from the south, when he goes to north, he doesn't face any difficulty when he is conversing in sign language. So there are regional variances, but across on a whole, it is almost similar.
Okay, thank you, sir. So now moving on to the question, another question. So now, how will you decide whether a client or a person can learn sign language?
When we are deciding for the candidacy for teaching the sign language, whether the particular client needs sign language or not, the basic thing is first when he comes to any institute or to All India Institute of Speech and Hearing, first he has to undergo the different tests. Like he has to go for case history, then later he has to go for, if he is a person with hearing impairment, he has to go for audiological evaluation, speech evaluations, and then after that, audiological fitment, and later he will be given the regular speech therapy, and also he will be given the listening therapy. If it doesn't work, then immediately then they will look for the cochlear implant candidacy. If that also is failed after a few tests, then the client will be referred to Center for AAC and Sign Language, where we will be deciding whether the child needs the sign language or not. So this is the systematic way how we look into it. And if the child is not getting benefited through the hearing aids and conventional speech therapy, then we immediately shift over to giving a sign language training.
Okay, so one more thing. Is the sign language only for persons with hearing impairment, or even persons with other communication disorder, they can also learn?
Sir, previously it was like we do agree that sign language is the pride of the deaf community, because they have formed it is their mother tongue, we say. But as per the recent studies, many persons, apart from persons with hearing impairment, like persons with Down syndrome, okay, and persons with autism spectrum disorder who are non-verbal, and children with ADHD, children with even learning disabilities also, those who have poor eye contacts, and those who have writing problems and all. When they started to use sign language for them, it has benefited a lot, especially for children with autism and other behavioral problems. It has reduced their behaviors, and it has developed their concentration skills and attention span. It has increased. So it was looked beneficial for others also. including stroke patients also. If they'll be lying on the bed,
So,
and they will be not able to converse anything. So they have to just use signs if they want like to drink water or eat food, some basic needs, wherein they can easily communicate to their family members.
okay, so according to you, all clients can use.
Yes.
And age is also different.
Different ages also. Previously, like to assess a child and then refer him to sign language, it is to take like few years. But as per the recent study, how we do early intervention for a normal hearing impaired child, even we can do it the same thing using sign language also.
Okay.
So the faster, the better. Either in which modality, whether it is through speech or through sign language, it implies the same thing.
Thank you, sir. So now, Ruby, moving on to the next question. So, is sign language only the movement of hands only?
No, sir, this is not correct. In sign language, we are using our facial expression, hand movements, and some abstract also we are adding in sign language. Grammar we have in sign language. So we cannot say we are using only our hands. We are using gestures also with our sign language.
So, Ruby, you said also about grammar.
Yes,
So,
sir.
sign language, does it have a specific grammar, or can you highlight on that?
Yes, sir. Sign language is has one grammar. I can show one example to you, sir. Like if in English sentence we will show what is your name. So same if we will translate in ISL. So first we will say your. This sign for your. Then we will show name. After end of this sentence we will show question mark like what with facial expression. We will raise our eyebrow. So we will translate if Indian sign language, we will show what is your name. So we can say we are using grammar in Indian sign language. Even count also we will show end of the sentence. Like my age is 18 years old. So I will show my age 18 years. Like this we will show in sign language. Even have, has sign we will do in the end of the sentence. I have car. So how we will translate in Indian sign language? Like I car have. So have, has we will use end of the sentence. Not, no, never. This also we will use end of the sentence in Indian sign language. This is the grammar part.
Okay. So now, thank you, Ruby. So now, Rajkumar sir, can you, we know that different sign languages are there. American Sign Language, Indian Sign Language, British Sign Language. So can you just highlight the differences between these, and can you tell me which is better for each?
Okay, sir, it's a very nice question. Like when you talk about the American Sign Language, it is a single-handed sign language, A, B, C, D, E and all. We use single hand, including French, Singapore, Australian, that is Australian Sign Language and all. They use single hand, okay? And majority of the world uses this American Sign Language.
Okay.
And in India, we have adopted from British Sign Language, and that is a double-handed, including British, we and most of the European countries use this double-handed sign language. And that's only minor difference. And the difference between British and Indian Sign Language is the ovals. British uses ovals to show it on the fingers, A-E-I-O-U, and we use that manual thing, A and E and all, I-O-U, we use hands. And which is the best? Like everybody takes their pride for their own language. Each state will feel pride about their own language. Like if it is in India, we feel pride of our Hindi language. If it is comes to a regional South, people will say like if they're from Karnataka, they feel like Kannada is their language because it's their mother language. And same like that, even the deaf community takes pride, and we take pride in our. We as Indians take pride, and we say that our Indian Sign Language has to be propagated more and used more. So if the users are more, then they can recognized as one of the official languages of India. As per Supreme Court's order also recently, they said like the government has to recognize the sign language as one of the official languages. But still the government is not able to do it because the users are less. So if the users are more, then the government can recognize it as one of the official languages.
And one more thing, sir, can you highlight on the statistics? How many deaf communities are in India and how many sign language interpreters are there?
When you talk about like the deaf communities, like in India we have like rural signs and urban signs, and they have like each district have their deaf association, like Mysore Deaf Association, and even each state have their deaf association. Karnataka State Deaf Association. For different games they have Karnataka State Deaf Cricket Association and Indian Deaf Cricket Association, and they have what is called as deaf limbs also, and we have like National Association for the Deaf, and we have also like All India Federation for the Deaf, and which is also a part of World Federation for the Deaf. On a large scale, we have like associations for sign language of interpreters of India, and we have WASLI also, which is called World Association for Sign Language Interpreters.
Okay.
So we have different groups, and each take their own pride.
Okay. Now, how many interpreters are there in India? Can you just tell?
According to the recent statistics in 2011, there are 6.3 million people with various communication disorders, hearing impairment. So in that, like the users of Indian Sign Language, it is very hard to calculate. They have been trying to take the statistics, but most of our Indian population lives in the rural areas. That's what I was telling, like rural signs and urban signs. And why we are feeling it difficult to standardize the Indian Sign Language is like how we have the variances in our own languages. Even in sign language, they feel their pride. So they want to recognize all the languages, give the equal importance. And that's where the government is finding it difficult.
1 minute, sir. We just. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Ah. Yes, tell.
I wanted to know regarding the courses related to sign language.
Okay,
The online courses, offline courses, like.
So thank you, Kirtana. Kirtana is where are you calling from?
I'm from Bangalore, sir.
She's calling from Bangalore, and she wants to know about the courses where we can learn about the courses. So I will give the question to our experts. Ms. Rajkumar will speak.
Good afternoon, madam. Like regarding the courses, if you want to learn, like there are 2-3 types of courses. Actually, as per the RCI norms, if you want to be a professional interpreter registered under RCI, then you can practice also. Okay, if you want to be a professional registered sign language interpreter, there are 2 courses run by ISLRTC, that is Indian Sign Language Research and Training Center, Delhi, and they have been running these courses in different parts of India. We have it in Coimbatore, we have it in Kerala, like National Institute of Speech and Hearing in Mumbai, Chennai, and different parts of India, in different places, where they are running 2 types of courses. One is diploma in teaching Indian Sign Language, and one more is diploma in DTISA. And one is particularly for the deaf people, and the other one is for the hearing community. So if you have passed your +2 or pre-university or your ISC or CBSE in +2, you are eligible to apply, and it is through RCI portal only. So you have to go to RCI portal and register yourself in April, May. They'll be calling for that, and after that they have their procedure.
Ma'am,
Can you be little loud, Kirtana?
Duration of the courses.
Okay,
Yes,
duration of the course.
The course is for 2 years. Previously it was for 1 year, and last 3-4 years they have changed it into 2 years. It's like a professional diploma. Okay. And you can, if you go to the RCI website or ISLRTC website, you will get more information on that.
Okay. Sir, is it available online? Like online courses are available or only offline courses?
Like if
She's
you
asking whether online courses are available or offline courses are also
Madam, this is only an offline course because it's more of practical use. So sign language is like other languages, we cannot learn it online because it is of hands and actions and gestures and all. So it gives more of meaning. So when you want to learn, it should be offline, and that is a regular course. And if you want to just learn for like if you want to get updated about your knowledge, there are few centers which are giving online courses. Like we have Deaf Enable Foundation, okay, we have Asli giving it, okay, from Bangalore we have, and we have few centers giving online courses for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, basic thing. And even ISLRTC recently has released a module, free module. If you go to ISLRTC website, you can see that basic module. It has 10 modules, like for schools for hearing impairment. Many of these schools, like deaf schools and all, if they want to get updated and if they want to standardize using the common signs across India in the similar manner, they can go through this website, like ISLRTC website, and they can download. And YouTube videos are also there. ISLRTC has released 10,000 videos, and you can use that and learn and get updated.
Thank you, Kirtana. Yeah, thank you. So that was a question which Kirtana had asked. So now, Ruby, can you teach some basic signs for everyday use for our viewers?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. So we can say good morning. So first sign for good, this good or good. So good morning. We will open your hand. Morning. Good morning. Then good afternoon. Good afternoon, because sun is here afternoon. So good afternoon. Then good evening. Good evening. We will not close. Half we will close. So good evening. This is sign for evening. Good evening. We will do this. Good night. Good night. We will full close. We will do. So good night. So day, sign for day. This one. Day. Day. Daily. This one sign. Daily. Even sign for today. This. Today. Yesterday. One finger we will show. Yesterday. Back side. Yesterday. Then tomorrow. One finger and this. Next. Tomorrow. So day after tomorrow we will show two finger. Day after tomorrow. Day before yesterday, two finger we will show. Day before yesterday. Same this one. Week's name we have, sign for week. This one, week name. So this is sign for Monday. If we will show two times, we will click here M. So Monday. Tuesday, two times T. Tuesday. Wednesday, W. Wednesday. Thursday. Why Thursday? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Thursday, four finger. Thursday. Friday, two times F. Friday. Saturday, because half day, so that's half day holiday. That's why we will show half day. Saturday. Sunday we will show S and close because holiday. So S and close. Sunday. So this is the basic sign. And food, for sign for food, this one, food. Water. Thank you, sign for thank you. We will take from here nearby our chin. So thank you. Welcome. This sign for welcome. Go. This sign for go. Come or call. This is sign for call. Call you, call me. Then help you, help me. So this is the basic sign. More I will teach you after some time.
Okay, so thank you, Ruby. So now, Rajkumar sir, the earlier caller had asked like where we can learn this ISL courses in India. So now, sir, is there any websites or apps available for the general public to learn sign language?
There are lots of apps available, free apps available to learn Indian Sign Language and even American Sign Language also. Regarding Indian Sign Language, we have what is called as, like I was telling you about, like ISLRTC has released its app, Sign Learn.
Sign Learn, okay.
Okay, and we have to look for that ISLRTC logo also. So if you put like ISLRTC, go to Google or Play Store, Google Play Store, and then ask for ISLRTC Sign Learn, then you'll go to that particular app. In that you have like it will be, once you click on that, through your email and all, registered email and all, you'll be going to that YouTube videos and you can learn. It has lots of like it has, every time it gets updated with that recent editions. And apart from that, we have one more like called as the Deaf Enable Foundation, on Hyderabad based deaf community. They teach sign language courses also, and they have good app. So it has all basic vocabulary, basic questions, and conversations in sign language, how it can be. And like when you talk about like using sign language and learning sign languages, I would like to tell the viewers like suppose one simple thing, when you tap once the three fingers on your hand, it is M. If you tap twice, it is Monday.
Yes.
So usually when you are signing or using sign language, you have to be a little bit careful like how you are using, and there is lots of difference between a gestural language, gestures what we use daily, and sign language.
Okay.
All gestures are not sign language, and all sign languages are not gestures.
Okay. That's a wonderful.
And there are lots of other apps also, sir, like IHRDC, Sign Learn app is there, Talking Hands we have. Lots of apps are there wherein you can learn. But I suggest all the viewers to learn from ISLRTC, because that's the where we get our standardized version, and that's how we can standardize our Indian Sign Language.
And so one more thing, what about the books or dictionaries that are available in our country for learning sign language?
There was a book, there was a sign language book developed by IHRDC, Coimbatore, Ramakrishna Mission in 2001 itself. And
1 minute, sir. We have a call. Hello. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Please tell me, ma'am. What's your name?
Sir, my name is Kavya.
Kavya. Okay, Kavya.
I'm calling from Ernakulam.
Okay, you're calling from Ernakulam. Yes, Kavya.
My brother's daughter has hearing loss.
Okay.
So, she's now 6 years old, and we have tried fitting hearing aids and all, but she was not benefiting.
Okay.
We are taking therapy. So I wanted to know from which things we can start training for sign language.
Okay. 1 minute. I'll just repeat the question. The brother's daughter is taking. Her brother's daughter is having speech issues, and she wants to know whether they can take sign language or not. Is she already taking therapy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long?
Therapy, and from 1 year of which we are taking therapy, but she's not benefiting from the
Hearing aid. Okay. From 1 year she's taking therapy, and she's not benefiting from the hearing aid. So I will just pass on the question to Mr. Rajkumar. He will answer.
Madam, have you tried for cochlear cochlear implant
Yes,
candidacy?
we had tried in AIMS. So what they were telling was there is contraindication, so she won't be benefiting from implants.
Yes. So the final option, like the best option now to apply for the child is like through sign language. So using sign language as a modality, you can teach, and like how we have for speech modality, like how early we will start. Early intervention plays a prominent role. Even for sign language also the same thing implies. The faster the better. And it's not only the child who learns the sign language, including the family also. So if the family also gets awareness about the sign language, is better, and you can reduce the stress and the anxiety level of the particular child, and you can be helping your child to develop his day-to-day communication using sign language. And you can still opt for speech also. You can keep on using speech as a modality also, secondary modality also, but opt for sign language.
Ruby, you want to say something?
Ma'am, I have one question. Is his motor skill is good or eye contact?
Yes, she's fine with everything.
Okay.
And fine motor skills also, it's very fine.
Then fine, ma'am. He can learn very well sign language. You can use with him, ma'am.
In the starting, everybody told it's not good to go for sign language, so that's why we will keep on trying for therapy.
Okay.
It's okay even if we start.
Yes, you can start, madam, because what happens instead of delaying it, because we are making the child losing his speech and he wants to communicate a lot of things, so that and all gets affected. So his quality of life itself gets affected. So whatever the modality is, it doesn't matter. Communication matters. So that is one of the thing, ma'am. So better, I think, since he is not benefiting from the hearing aid, and also since he is not a candidate for cochlear implant, I think the sign language can be a viable option for him. So that's what the experts have said.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now, Ruby, can you show some signs for colors and numbers?
Yes, sir. For color sign, we have signed these colors. Okay, so for black color, this here we will show, we will point here, black. For red, we will point here, red. This is yellow sign, this also, because at marriage time we will put haldi on our face here. So that's why yellow color we will show here, yellow. Then pink here. If we will show with our both hand, this one means cute. We will use our one hand for color pink, this pink. Brown, we will show our skin, brown. White, we will show our teeth, white. Green, we will show leaf also, and here also we can put our hand for green. Blue, we will do this blue color, blue. Golden, this one, golden. This is signing, this gold. So this and this, two sign we will do for golden. For silver, we will do this white and this. This is for colors name, sign.
Numbers?
Numbers, we will show numbers, this sign for numbers. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 5 we will show one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 we will show this also 6 or 6, or this also 6. Two sign we have for 6. First this one, second this one. For 7 also we have two sign. One is this, you can see the 7 shape, 7, and one is this 7. You can do this also and this also you can show, because 5, 6, 7. So 7 and 7. For 8 we will show this and this. 8 we will write 8. 9 we will show this 9. For 10 we will show 1, 0, 10. 11, 1 and 1, 11. 12, 1, 2. 13, 1, 3. So like this we will show counting. After 19 we will show 20, 2, 0. 30, 3, 0. 40, 4, 0. 50, 5, 0. So 60, 6, 0. So 100 how we will show? 1 and 2, 0. 100. 1000, 1 and 3, 0. Okay. So this time we can show our countings, numbers.
Okay. Can you just repeat once again, little more slowly, only the numbers?
Okay, sir. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 6, 7, you can see the shape 7 or 7, this one 7, 8 or we can write also 8, 8, 9, this one 9, for 10 1 0, 10, 11 1 1 or 11, 12 1 2, so 20 2 0, 30 3 0, 400 1 2 0 0 0.
Thank you, Ruby. That was
Thank you, sir.
very good session. So now, Rajkumar sir, the recent NEP, also National Education Policy, also focuses on ISL. So can you throw some light on that, sir?
More in Indian government, more due importance is given towards sign language and to propagate sign language and its usage. As I was telling you, the users should be more, and NEP 2020 mandates like all persons to learn sign language, and including almost all NCERT books in Diksha portal and all NCERT books right from 1st standard to 10th standard is being converted into sign language. That is done by the NCERT in association with ISLRTC. And apart from that, they are giving like sign language as one of the optional subjects right from preschool itself among all the schools in India. And recently, the Goa government has mandated like to include as one of the subjects right from next year itself. So, so that the children also get aware. And I would like to tell one example which I have saw it in the newspaper maybe 1 year back. It's not in India. In one of the US, one girl wanted to join for a preschool. So the principal, before the child could take an admission into the school, she's a hearing impaired. So what he made was, he made all the staff and the children to learn sign language. And when that girl came to that campus on the first day of her admission, everybody began to talk in sign language to that particular child, and the child was surprised, and she felt at home. And it's how we had to change the communities. It is not that we are not welcoming them, but how we welcome our guests plays a prominent role, and it includes for the children with or persons with hearing impairment also. So if we make our environment conducive, that's what the NEP plays a prominent role.
So you are telling that awareness should be more, right?
Yes.
So one more thing, what I want to say is, like, from Aish, how is the awareness regarding Indian Sign Language going on, or can you highlight some important events which you conducted, or any programs regarding the awareness of sign language?
Sir, AISH being a pioneer institute of in the field of speech and hearing, and sign language also plays a prominent role in that. And we do have a center for AAC and sign language together.
One minute, sir. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Tell me, sir.
Yeah, I'm Sharath calling from Tamil Nadu.
Okay, Sharath. He's calling from Tamil Nadu. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Tamil
Tell me a question. Can you speak little loudly?
Yeah, sir, actually I'm watching your live program.
Yes.
Yeah, sir was telling that regarding ISL,
Yes.
Indian Sign Language. Yeah, I just want to ask some questions regarding this.
Okay.
I is providing a classes for Indian Sign Language learners.
Okay, 1 minute. Sir, is Aish providing ISL classes for public?
In the public.
Yes.
As part of Center for AAC and ISL, we've been giving the clinical part of view for the clients. We've been teaching them sign language right from age doesn't matter. Like if the client needs sign language training, we are giving as a part of that therapeutic part of point of view.
Is there
And
any particular age for the students to join the courses?
Is there a particular age?
No
no age factor is there. Any age can they can come and join the. They can take the training sessions right from our center in AAC and sign languages.
So online training sessions are also happening.
Just like to register something for any classes.
Yeah, you can contact Miss Ruby. Yeah, she'll be at the Center for AAC and Sign Language, sir. So you can just contact her. She will be first assessing you, and then she'll be taking the classes for you. Online classes is also available, sir.
One more thing is, sir, we will be having lots of workshops. In last May, we had a 3 days basic national workshop on basic training for in Indian Sign Language with the coordination of ISLRTC. And last 3-4 years, we've been observing the International Sign Language Day, which is being celebrated on September 23rd. And we had lots of programs, awareness programs. We run regular workshops, and last month we had a training workshops especially for postmen and postwomen of Mysore. And last week we had one more like this for the postal staff. Basic Indian Sign Language. Any deaf clients, when they come to postal department, they are the basic person, the first persons to reach the deaf community. So we thought like it is better to train them, and we've been training different persons, the teachers, schools and all. We've been visiting schools to use the standardized mode of sign language and bringing in lots of awareness. And we've been doing lots of awareness programs for the parents also. We've been teaching basic sign languages. Okay.
It's for general public, sir, or?
Yes, it's for general public also. So any of the workshops, if they want to attend, there are particular things like if it is for postmen, it is particularly for them. We target that particular population. When we have for general orientation for the parents and all, and any time anybody can come to our institute and get the information.
Okay, sir. So actually, you are saying about the workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a free of cost or a paid one?
It's a nominal fee. See, we are a central government organization, and there is a particular, like if it is for an orientation, general orientation, we don't charge anything. But if it is a workshop, there are certain nominal fees you have to pay that, and in order to register yourself.
Okay, sir. Apart from you, is there any institute in the Mysore, sir, regarding ISL courses?
There is in Bangalore, but there are no institutes which runs regular courses.
Okay, so like a reputed institution.
Yes. Because anything which has to be, if you have to run the training courses, we have to take a recognition from the ISLRTC and RCI. It is a mandate. So there are certain mandates and rules we have to follow in order to run a course. Okay. So in future it might be there based upon the necessity.
Actually, one of the cousin has completed his +2 right now.
Yes.
Planning to take some courses regarding to this. 𝐦𝐨𝐬𝐭.
Yes. You can contact ISLRTC and Rehabilitation Council of Indian website. Okay.
Sure.
rehabcouncil.nic.in or islrtc.go.in. If you go to these websites, you will have their courses, 2 courses I was telling, like if they have finished +2 and all, they can join that. But there is a little formalities you have to complete, like online test and all is there. You have to first fill the application form, and then they have the online test. Everything is there.
Okay. Registration process we have to put.
Yes, you have to do all the registration formalities.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So, Rajkumar sir, you are also talking about the awareness drive. So we can see that in the last 2-3 years, there's a lot of awareness.
Yes.
regarding Indian Sign Language. That's a positive sign for the country also.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now Ruby, can you just show 5 basic food signs so that the parents, they want to show it to their kids or something, can you just...
In South, we are doing South food sign. I will show you, sir.
Okay.
So this is for dosha.
Okay,
Dosha.
slowly, just you can...
Yes, I will do slow. Dosha. This one. Okay. Then sign for sambar. You will show S and this one. Sambar. Okay. Then idli. White color you will show. This teeth. I told you. So this white color and this one. Idli. Sign for idli. Sign for puri. This one. Puri. Sign for chapati. First 2 sign we have for chapati. First one, this. Second one, this. Sign for chapati. Sign for milk, this one or this one. Milk. Sign for bhat or rice. So white and this one. Sign for curd. This one. Curd. Curd. Sign for...
Okay, thank you, Ruby. So now, Rajkumar sir, next question, can you tell us about the recent developments which is happening in ISL in India?
Regarding the recent developments in the field of Indian Sign Language, there's lots more happening. After 2017, that's when the UN has declared the International Day of Sign Languages on September 23rd. And every year, all the national institutes, all the organizations are supposed to conduct orientation programs, lots of awareness programs based on the Indian Sign Language. And not only the institutes working for the persons with disabilities, including the other institutes also, colleges, schools, offices, and including almost all the news channels are supposed to show at least daily 1 hour of them in Indian Sign Language, their news in Indian Sign Language. Previously, it was only in Doordarshan channel. And if you have observed, almost most of the advertisements, day before yesterday, the 𝐕X ad, the 𝐕X song was being converted into sign language and it was shown. Most of the advertisements, they are showing it in Indian Sign Language. It's a good gesture. And almost all the government functions, it is mandate to have sign language interpreter. Like any public functions, anybody is taking care, it's a mandate for on the government side to have an interpreter so that any deaf person who is there should be accessible. Okay, for when you talk about the deaf community, their accessible thing is sign language, and now they have signages.
Yes.
So using this, they can scan, deaf people can scan that particular thing if they visit any monuments and all. Like in Hyderabad, they have started with the Golconda Fort and Ram Mandir. And most of the parts in India, they have started using these signages and all. So they can scan that particular thing and they'll get complete thing in sign language.
Wow, that's great.
So lots of awareness programs are going on. Many deaf organizations and many parents associations, many schools, administrators are working tirelessly in order to propagate this Indian Sign Language, and which is a good gesture. And very soon, I hope that it will be recognized as an official language. And the better benefit of it getting an official status is that the children for hearing impairment, like how blind can have to go for medical seats or other seats like competitive exams and all, NEET and all, even deaf can also compete. So it gives them the under the minority. For them, it's like we are living in a society of rights. And recently, United Nations has released, World Federation for the Deaf and United Nations have released rights of the deaf children when they're in the schools or when they're in the community. So one of the major rights is to use sign language, so that we should not hinder them, but we should encourage them. So some what they say is from the deaf community point of view, some they argue that why you are forcing us, okay, to speak when we cannot. So it gives us more pressure and stress. So if we are able to talk using sign language, we are more relaxed and more accessible. So when it comes to accessibility for the deaf, they say they take pride that it is the Indian Sign Language, and lots of things as the government is propagating in order to spread awareness among the Indian masses.
Okay, so that is wonderful, sir. So it is very good information to the general public. So now, Ruby, can you just highlight one case which you have been taking sign language therapy, and how was the improvement for the case using sign language?
Yes, sir. Last year I took one case. His name was Yusuf. So he was very frustrated, and his parents was also very tensed. So he came and contact me. Then online therapy I give to him, and he learns interest. He was taking interest with sign language. Then he before learning sign language, he was throwing some things, and he was not saying anything. But after learn sign language, he can communicate very well, and he was happy, and even his parents also were happy. So they also learned sign language, and they told to their friend also about sign language, that we should learn sign language. And their friends, normal children, were there, and they taught sign language to us also.
That is very nice. So you not only the client benefited, the parents benefited, as well as the okay. So now I would like to end this thing. So sir, is there can you tell us the take-home message for the viewers to for about sign language?
See, it's like as you are saying, sir, modality doesn't matter, but the communication matters. So it is not like how or what way we are teaching. Either the client who is using it, is he really benefited from such things? Okay, and how far we are putting the stress and anxiety levels of that child, how much pressure we are giving. We see lots of parents giving lots of pressure for their children, and making them like bombarding with so many things that they'll go here, there, everywhere and all, and finally with no other option they'll come here. But as I say, early intervention plays very important role for any child, including a normal child and a child with special needs also. So any child, if you are teaching him after 6 years, because the brain elasticity is, as we know, it is very rapid during first 5 years. They say first 3 years, and then at the most up to 5 to 6 years. So if they come late identified and then they start this giving them sign language, which doesn't improve much of his cognitive abilities. That's why we see in this deaf community or the deaf population, when they have compared not only in India, but all through the world, when they have done the research, though they will be in 8th or 9th standard grade level, their writing capacity or their expressing capacity is up to 3rd or 4th standard. Not only in India, it's in UK, US, all over the world. Because they are not started early. So if sign language training can be given to the children as early as possible, we can get the same results as other any early intervened child. So that's what all the parents has to consider, to choose the right mode of communication and start it as early as possible. Either it's speech or sign language, it implies the same thing.
Okay, Ruby, your take home message.
Yes, sir. We can teach everyone to in schools also from starting. We can teach sign language. Then they can communicate with deaf people. Then deaf people cannot understand. We are out of uh, society, so they can we can include to them in our society, and we can communicate very well if we will teach sign language, and we will learn sign language. Then and even we cannot think, because some parents are thinking sign language is a bad language. So don't think this language is a language, either other language, spoken language and sign language. So please create awareness about sign language and learn as soon as possible. So thank you.
So I think we are ending today's program, and I thank both the resource persons for sharing their views regarding sign language, and also we found that awareness is important, and we also learned there are myths which were there, which is not a myth. So now we can move ahead and go and learn sign language, and it can be propagated to everybody. Thank you, one and all.